Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life After Happiness. Today, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, which is something that we were going to do yesterday, but for technical problems, we couldn't do it. And I think Valentine's Day is kind of a special day if you're involved, or involved with anything romantic. Now, Barbara, I have my co-host here. Barbara, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. One day late. We didn't do it yesterday, but we're going to talk about it today. Who's with us?
That's right.
Johnny?
What?
Who is with us? I thought you were talking to somebody.
Oh, I was talking to myself. I was sort of, but I did tell some people about the show, and just in case.
Fine.
But it was actually your idea to do this.
Wanting listeners, okay. Well, they can tune in. Blog Talk Radio does a pretty good shout out for the shows that they are playing for the day, and
yes, they do.
Well, I'm sure we have our regulars listening, so that's great. And what did you do for Valentine's Day?
Well, I basically stayed in. I mean, it was interesting because I think they tend to, like, one of the things that I find interesting about this year about Valentine's Day is, Valentine's Day, everyone considers it to be the perfect day for women. It's like Women's Day. But then everyone considers the Super Bowl the day for the men, and this year they were one day next to each other, which I thought was kind of interesting. Didn't you notice that? As
well, and I thought that was so cool too. But when I went to watch the Super Bowl, I felt like, oh my gosh, I want to wear Valentine's clothes. I want to wear red or pink, but I couldn't. So I did really, really, really notice this. But it was cool. You're right. But I don't want to say that football is for guys and Valentine's is for girls, because did you see the stands? Did you watch the Super Bowl? I mean, it's half and half. I mean, ladies love football. Ladies love football. Ladies love sports, competition. What's not to like? So, no, it's for everybody. It is America's pastime. And Valentine's, you know what? There are Valentines out there. They wanted me to be their Valentine. And this was very important to a lot of men. It really is. They want to feel love. They want to feel romance. Men love romance. They love those great love feelings and the butterflies in their tummy. Don't?
Yes. And I told a certain
that
young lady in Germany Happy Valentine's Day. So I mean, it's true. It is important to guys, I guess, because that's the day where you sort of realize you see who is with who. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we find out. Do they really like you? Did you get roses? Did you get a card? Did you get perfume, chocolates? If I got nothing, I would be sad. It would make me feel really down. So I did get some wonderful perfume. It's called Victoria's Secret Bombshell, and it really smells good, and the bottle's beautiful. I got 24 beautiful roses, and I also got regular stuff, like things on my wish list. I had a Valentine's Day wish list created on Amazon that I sent out, and why not? Everybody does that now. And I got pretty much everything. Like, I got one of those robot vacuum cleaners that goes around the house by itself. I had one. Mine broke, but I have that and some massage stuff, some beautiful candles. I mean, I really felt spoiled. And I don't even have, a boyfriend, really. I have people who want to be my Valentine. That made me happy. And a balloon and cupcakes, too.
Mm-hmm. So how was Priscilla's Valentine's Day?
Well, it was kind of a downer because she's a teenager, and her boyfriend, he got in a little trouble, so his dad canceled their plans, so they couldn't have their little picnic that he had planned in the park for her. But they did let her bring over some cupcakes for 10 minutes, but she didn't get to go inside. They are very strict. So, but she has a love, and that's the important thing, and they'll get through that. Yeah, but I heard some disturbing news. I just jotted down some things on Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you what one of them was. Okay, you know who Betty White, the actress, was? She recently passed away.
Yes.
Okay, and she was on the Golden Girls. I love that show. I watched it all the time. Yes. And then I moved to LA and started modeling, and I landed this commercial for Tropicana Twister's Light Juice, and I was casted with Betty White for that. I played a exercise leader, with the sexy exercise clothes on.
You got to meet Betty White?
Yes, I worked with her in this commercial.
Okay.
And then there were some other famous older people in it, Larry Bud Melvin, a couple others. And it's on my YouTube channel under one of my playlists with all of my videos and commercials and clips of TV shows I've done. So go check it out. But anyway, I just want to tell you that she was so very, very nice, and some bad press came out, which I don't think is very fair to her. A nice woman. I think she passed away at 90. Great career.
99.
So talented. What was that?
99.
Oh, wow.
She was 3 weeks away from turning 100.
1 week away?
3 weeks away.
Wow.
She passed away in New Year's Eve.
So what a great life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get to my point here. All right.
My apologies.
So what I'm trying to say is I personally know firsthand that this woman is so nice, because a lot of them weren't that chatty with me, the older actors, but she was so personable. She was so nice, sweet lady. And then I heard some podcast, well, it's called The Originals. It just, it said some mean things about her that she called, I guess she used the C word. I'm rereading it. Sorry, everybody. And she used that word and called her cast members, a few of them, that. So, do you know what the C word is?
Yeah, I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad word. So I just thought, she's not even alive to say, no, I didn't. And you know what? Even if she did, who cares? I mean, right? But I just thought it was low class. I thought it was a low blow of whoever said it. Oh, I know that everybody hated her. That's what they said. I saw the clip. Everybody hated her, and the other actresses didn't like her. And either they called her that or she used that word. Okay, that was the big deal. Okay, this nice old lady that everybody thought was so prim and proper and perfect said this. So that was like, I didn't really want to hear that on Valentine's Day, and it made me feel sad, and it made me feel like, where's the love today?
Right.
And nobody liked that guy started saying that about her, because she's like our sweetheart. She reminds me of my grandma.
Yeah, my thoughts on it is that it seems that if that were true, there'd be other stories. And it's obvious that when you hear about people that have related to her, that is not what people say. I mean, I remember one time I saw her, she was being interviewed by a reporter, and she was, talking and everything, and the reporter asked her a question, and Betty White couldn't hear her, so Betty White, I remember this, she takes her hand, and then she holds it up to her ear, and she goes, "What, dear?" And I thought that was kind of sweet. It was just sort of like a nice way of leaning in and saying, "Oh, I didn't hear you." You know, he called her dear. And
Yes.
I always thought that was kind of, just sort of very, very, very ladylike, just sort of, and if you watch the old episodes, of her and like the old black and white videos of her, it's really kind of, she was an amazing lady. There's just too many good stuff to say about her to believe a story like that.
I know. Okay. Well, now I reread it. I am so sorry, everybody. It says that she created the headlines by saying, "Oh, she's a F and C word," and so okay. So the other people called her
Right.
that, which I mean, that is crazy to think that anybody could think she is that. So
I do know that
so
B.
weird.
Arthur. Yeah, Betty White even admitted that B. Arthur really didn't care for Betty all that much, but I don't know why. I mean, I think it's because of the different personalities. I mean, Betty was just charismatic. B. Arthur looked like she was going to punch you in the face. I mean, it was just like,
Is she the tall one, the very tall actress?
I don't remember.
Well, you just said she looked like she was going to punch people in the face, and you don't remember what she looked like. I mean, there was a huge, very tall.
It was very tough, but what I remember, I think the story that I remember something about Estelle Getty getting old and having trouble remembering her lines or something.
Okay.
That's what I remember.
Oh, well, I never heard of any of this until yesterday. But then people were coming back and saying they didn't hate her because she was mean. They hated her because they could not keep up with her. They wouldn't even talk to the audience. It was a live audience, and she'd go out and talk with the guests and shake their hands and be very personable like that, which made it harder for the other ones because then everybody expected them to do it too. So that was a nice thing. So, because she's wonderful. So that's all I wanted to say about that. A little bit of trivia news for everybody on Valentine's Day. I felt spoiled. You stayed in. Your love interest is all the way in Germany. And and for the most part, it was good, except for at the end, when I was going to send out all of my special messages to special people, I was just pulled over waiting for my daughter to do her cupcake exchange, and then my car light went off, like overheating. I was just sitting there. I had it blasting air because it gets foggy in there in the little coupe. Oh, I get so concerned because, I love my Jag so much. I then I wouldn't drive it. When a light goes off, I don't drive it. So I had it flatbedded over to a place that I found because it's pretty new to me. I haven't even had it serviced yet. And then that was all on Valentine's night. It wore me out, just the worry. But thank goodness today they just said it was a minor repair of thermostat. So no damage to the engine. Oh, my gosh. That would have been horrible. Have you ever looked up how much it costs to replace an engine in a vehicle? It's like the car, basically. So
yeah. No, that's never
my
happened
Valentine's
because I
Day.
don't drive, but...
Well, that was my Valentine's night. But right now I'm looking at my beautiful roses. There's yellow, hot pink, light pink, white, baby pink. Oh, my gosh, they're gorgeous. But I get roses from this special person all the time, just for nothing sometimes. My birthday, Valentine's, everything. I get beautiful. Sometimes I just think, would you want to send me the money instead? Because they are expensive. When's the last time you ever bought a dozen roses? Any amount of roses?
Well, the people that I try to romance don't seem to really care for roses. But, Barbara, we have a call. Would you like to put this person on?
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi,
who
how's
is
it
it?
going, you guys? This is Brittany Crandall with Rebound. How are you?
Hi, Brittany. Great.
I-
It's so good to hear your voice.
Thank you. You too. I saw your amazing pictures on Valentine's Day, and I'm like, damn, girl.
Oh,
They look
thank
so
you.
good. Yes.
I love creating stuff and doing the writing on it, and it's just I get happy when I create. It takes a long time, though.
Sure.
A lot of time, but it. How about you? How was your Valentine's Day?
It was pretty boring. That's okay though, because I got a bunch of stuff sent out to the famous Ellen DeGeneres again. So I've been sending her some stuff to still get on her show. So I sent her from my Rebound collection of clothes for recovery. You know, it's there's T-shirts that I have that say the Psycho Bunch. So I sent 4 of them to her and her producers. You know, so I just thought that would be funny to have them wear that.
That you sell to everybody? Oh, cool. Well, everybody, Brittany Crandall, we've had her on the show for her own interview, and you are a person who is beautiful inside and out and has experienced a big adversity in your life, and you came out on top. And so I just wanted everybody to know a little bit about that. And the reason you are sending out things to the Ellen show is because you want to keep going with your career and just reaching for the stars. But I wanted to ask you, since you did bring this up, what are your thoughts on the bad press that Ellen got for, they say she was mean to the crew?
Yeah.
And
it was, it hurt my heart, you know, it really did. But I can't take everybody's word for it. Like, that might have happened, but I almost feel like, in a way, if I had my own show and I was a jokester all the time, I'd probably be a bitch sometimes too. And so maybe it just got over her head, you know, and maybe she just didn't realize it until somebody brought it to her attention and was like, hey, you're talking all this be kind stuff and you need to probably speak your truth, or what, you know, just, I don't know. But
what I always say about it is that there's too much of a track record with her being nice to believe that. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, it's like you got to go by. I mean, the good stuff outweighs the bad. It would be kind of like, it's sort of like, you know, Mr. Rogers. Nobody really believes that. But if somebody told a story about Mr. Rogers getting into a fist fight, nobody would believe them. It would be, I mean, you know.
Yeah. So I want to, I can't just demolish my dreams of not going on her show because people said she was rude, you know. So I hope that I can get on there and then come back and say, no, she's amazing, she's great, you know. But I want to do it for myself, you know. I can't just take everybody's word for it and be like, no, I don't want to write her anymore. But I only have a few months left, so anybody who wants to nominate me on the Ellen show, just go to Ellen Tube and nominate Brittany Crandall.
Oh,
but
that's going on.
The reason why I want to be on her show is because she's hilarious and funny, and I look up to her. But, you know, she does give out checks for nonprofits, and my nonprofit Rebound is about helping people bounce back from life's crisis, but also doing it in a very fitness-oriented, fun, you know, like makeover type, like interview you before, like when you get there, do an interview, and then watch your success as you go, and then just keep interviewing, and kind of have a show towards the end and talk about their rebound and watch them achieve their own dreams.
Cool.
It's a pretty big
I don't know why she wouldn't. You know, I don't know why she wouldn't be interested. It is not that crazy. It is very normal. It sounds like something she would really want to take a good look at. And I love Ellen too. I do love her.
Yes.
I probably could be with her if I was, you know, bisexual, because she was. Yeah. I was on the red carpet and with Lorenzo, and she was looking back, like cranking her neck before she was with Portia de Rossi, and just, I mean, it was very obvious. So she really liked me. I'd help you out.
Nice. Well then, so does she know you, or did she like you from afar?
I think it was for
either way.
No, she doesn't know me, and it was from afar. But
even if it's from afar, maybe you could, maybe if you have 10 minutes of your time, you could nominate me and tell her about that incident and say, hey, you know,
I will.
That would be awesome.
Since we have the listeners here, what to do exactly to do this for you? Is it on your social media?
It is, but I don't know exactly where it's at. But if you go to ellentube.com, you can go to, so it will say nominate someone from your community, and then you just go and you pick one. So like somebody help somebody's dream come true, or help somebody meet Ellen. Like there's like 5 or 10, or there's probably 20 different things that you can choose from, and then you just go on there and just tell how you know me or whatever, just nominate me. But I only have the show is ending in May, so I'm like, but my favorite number is 22. So 22 is all about mastering dreams and bringing positivity to one's life, and I'm really hoping that this is gonna pull through. That she'll pull through for me.
Yes, but now that you have kind of a press pack together, send it out to 100 shows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I will.
Don't just stop with hers.
And actually, I should also add, because this is important to bring up, because I've talked to Brittany about this, because this is important to bring up. A lot of times what people will do is they'll say, okay, donate money to my charity. The charity is not actually an official charity yet. Brittany's charity is an official charity. It's actually a formed charity that really does exist legally. It's legally under the definition of a charity. It's kind of important that you get to that stage, because
Well, I'm sure you have to have that if you are in the contest, because that's what it's about, right?
If you claim that you're a charity, you have to have a 501c3. So, I have that and everything. So,
ellentube.com.
I just don't have the funds. Yeah, ellentube.com. And if you want to look me up, Brittany Crandall. Yes.
And your
TikTok,
foundation, again, is called?
#Rebound.
Rebound.
Rebound.
What a great
Bounce back.
name. I love it.
Yes, I had a brain injury when I was 18, so I have been through hell and back.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready to conquer the world.
It's hard to get a slight one.
I have a question for the both of you. Now, what do you normally do on Valentine's Day? Was this year's Valentine's Day normal for the both of you, or was it different?
No. Right, Brittany? It's not the same if you had a boyfriend or a husband, that'd be a lot different, right?
Yeah. So,
or a date.
Yeah.
Or a date.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends on the Valentine's Day for sure. But like 2 years ago, I got like a dozen or 24 roses at work at Olive Garden, and then I came home to a bunch of roses all over my bed too. So that was nice.
Oh, wow. Yes. It makes you just feel so loved. I love Valentine's Day. I just love the pink, and it's just very positive. It's all positive about love. So, but it's interesting how, I don't know if you were listening earlier, we were talking about the bad press that sweet Betty White got recently on Valentine's Day, and then about Ellen. So it's kind of like a Valentine's Day, also celebrity gossip day. So, yeah. I mean, we could talk about everything that everybody's done for us, which is probably great. But I did that last Valentine's show on Life, Laughter, Happiness.
Yeah.
So just everybody, if you want to know the biggest things that ever happened to me, being proposed to on top of a mountain after the helicopter dropped us off there, things like that, go to Life, Laughter, Happiness on YouTube and check it out there.
Nice.
That's
cool.
I told everybody about it.
Is that your YouTube?
Life,
that's
Laughter,
my
Happiness YouTube, yes. And I have my own YouTube too, but that is where all the shows are that you can find, which your show too is there. And I would like everybody to go listen to that. But so if you guys have anything else that is special that you wanted to mention regarding Valentine's or love or romance or dating? Anything. You guys go ahead.
I was going through my papers and I was just organizing my office, and I found some cards, and I found one that said, to my son on Valentine's Day, I miss you or whatever, and he lives far away. So I was like, oh crap, the day after Valentine's Day I just found this, so I sent it off to him today.
It's better late than never, really. I don't mind late.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Because I keep them forever anyway.
Well, February.
I'm very sentimental.
Yeah. Also, February 22nd, 22 is coming up, and
yeah.
I'm literally praying for a miracle. So I ordered a journal from the Ellen Winter box, from her Be Kind products. And I haven't got the journal yet, and I ordered it January 11th, and I got an email saying that it was in the mail on January 19th, and it would be here, and it still has not come. So I emailed him back. I'm like, hey, I hope this is the plan. Like, is she going to come deliver it herself on February 22nd, 22?
Well, you really
I'm
love her. Wow.
Yes, I love her so much. And if I got on her show and if she scared me, oh my gosh, it would be the funnest thing ever. It would be so great.
Fun.
I've
love
dreamt
that.
of that. Yeah.
I love that when she does that. I love her. She's so funny, witty. I mean, quick.
Yeah.
So whatever they said, it did not bother me at all. I just wondered if you...
Yeah, I just didn't believe it.
Noticed. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
Yeah.
But you guys, what if it is not? What if it's totally false and you just have to live with it? Sometimes these things ruin people's lives. A lot of men's lives were ruined by the Me Too movement, and they didn't deserve it, and they had to spend like 1 to 3 years fighting it and to clear their name. But still, it's not cleared. If you're a celebrity, it's tainted, and it's scary.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have you been watching everything on A&E about Hugh Hefner?
No.
Oh.
What is it?
It's called The Secrets of Playboy, and it is not very complimentary to him at all. And a couple of women who were his ex-girlfriends, Holly Madison, she's written a book many years ago. Everybody knew she didn't like him, and after they broke up. But then there's this one, Sandra Theodore, from the late 70s and early 80s that is saying a lot. And she's on there with her interview. It's an episode show. They're probably on 4 or 5 now. So you should watch it if you're interested. I just find it to be crazy. I think it happened to these women. I believe them, that their experience was horrible. But in the end, it was their choice to be there. Nobody locked them up there. It was their choice. And it is different when you are a girlfriend. Your boyfriend's going to treat you differently than the rest of the company and people working there, because that's a relationship that is different. So, right now they're talking about, well, I had to get women for him. The girlfriend had to go get him women for the orgies. Well, of course that was not fun. I don't know a lot of women who would like to share their boyfriend with many other women all the time.
True.
Of course it's not going to be fun. Should have left the first day. Or it's hard. I see how they got themselves in too deep. I do. But it is their choice in the end, like I said. So that's how I feel. But I can't really talk to you about it because you haven't even watched it.
Well, I sort of see it as sort of, one person who is a jerk will be a gentleman to somebody else. I don't think that, if somebody is like a bad person, like a sociopath, he wouldn't be able to have a magazine all those years. He wouldn't be able to do it. It wouldn't be possible because he would wind up behind.
Oh, sorry.
Go on. Okay.
What Brittany was saying earlier, when you are running something big like that, when she was referring to Ellen, you do have to be somewhat tough. You have to have boundaries and rules. Otherwise, it's going to be haywire at your home and business. So you do have to be a tougher type person and a leader, and that's what he was. And, hey, he's Hugh Hefner. If he likes to have orgies, he's going to have orgies. There was no crime in that, was there?
No.
Right.
Has Johnny been watching it? Johnny, have you been watching it?
No, I haven't, but I hear you talk about it, so.
But that's surprising. So I think it's free for most people, A&E. I had to register to be able to watch it, and it's just interesting to see this stuff being uncovered. But there are people who just don't believe anything they've said. I don't find it that unbelievable, though, that they had a horrible time with that. Why would it be unbelievable? To me, it would be a nightmare having to do orgies.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I've done some of those, and I'm not too proud of them.
You have? I saw
not
one.
But a
like
threesome, and it was, yeah. It was
another girl and a guy, or
yeah.
It could be anything. It could be two guys and a girl, two girls and a guy.
Yeah.
See, guys
think,
that's exciting.
Mhm. Yeah, it's weird how the guys think it's so good, and girls are like, "Oh my gosh, no!" Like, why are we doing this?
I would feel so self-conscious doing it. I mean, no wonder he had to hand out Quaaludes for that kind of thing. But
yeah.
And somebody out there was saying, "Oh yeah, they did Quaaludes in the 70s." No, I know of a person in the 90s that he gave them to.
Oh,
now that probably was
I mean,
illegal.
yeah, that's how I did it too. I was on drugs.
And you still didn't like it?
No.
I saw it. I went into the room once, and I saw him in the act of an orgy, and I went up to the bed and watched it, and it really is just a bunch of women around him, like, petting, ooh. It really is not real. It's not real.
Yeah.
They're all faking it. They're faking enjoying that.
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah.
not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're getting paid and they're living their life.
Yeah. And they got paid $1,000 a week to live there. They had to be in by 9, no other boyfriends besides him.
Yeah.
And there was all those rules, and they're complaining about all those rules now and how horrible it was. But if you don't have to pay rent or bills and you're pocketing that much money and you just shop at BB or something like that, which that's what I see, then you could save a lot of money. She was up there 6 or 7 years and got paid that money.
Dang.
I know. $4,000 a month, and
also,
you don't have to pay for bills.
Dang. That'd be nice. I mean,
yeah,
to live there, but not have to do all the stuff.
Yeah, but some of them wanted to be the main girlfriend, and he usually never made these women playmates, and that's what really upset them, because they were there to become one. That's what they really wanted, either a playmate or to be the number one and the wife. And, they would just get scorned out if they didn't become that. They would be really unhappy. So people think it's unfair that he's not alive to defend himself. I don't really look at it like that. I think that he would be, if he was alive, he would try to control it somehow, but I don't know if it would bother him that much.
Yeah, true.
So that
my little boy
is 3 celebrities.
Crazy,
3.
So I might have to let you guys go, but I love you so much, and he's hungry.
Okay. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
I had so much fun calling in to talk to you.
And if you are on Twitter, I'll retweet your thing for your ellentube.com too. So everybody, don't forget to vote for Brittany Crandall. Go to ellentube.com, vote for her so she can get her wonderful foundation of helping everybody, #rebound, for a better life, get some money under her belt to help even more people. So please do that right now.
Yes, I would love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'm not on Twitter. I should get on Twitter.
Okay.
I just haven't done it yet. But if you want to just maybe I'll message you on Messenger.
Sure.
Should I do that?
I'll share it. I will share it to all the listeners. We have a group for all of our listeners. So, yes, we'll be happy to do that. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you. And let me know after you do it, and I'll send you a lanyard, a Rebound lanyard.
Oh, that would be fun. I love those. Okay. I do wear those all the time.
Cool.
I love your merch.
Okay. Love you guys.
Awesome.
Yes.
Ending on 22:05.
Okay.
That's how many minutes it's been on since I've been on the phone.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, good night.
Well,
Good night,
we'll
Brittany.
talk to you soon.
Bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The
Oh, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Did you wear red?
No, I didn't wear red. But I've heard that women like it when you wear red. That's what I've heard.
It's an attraction. That color attracts people. It's a good color to use for banners and all that too. So, Johnny, did you get your mom anything for Valentine's Day?
No, but we really didn't. Actually, to say the truth, we really didn't even celebrate it. Really, we just. She's helping me with my diet, so that I can get in shape so that when I come see you. And I still haven't bought the airplane ticket, but that's because I need to find the place. But because we're going to be doing a photo shoot, right?
Yes, we need you to get some new photos because you don't have anything for me to work with except for one snapshot. So
that's true.
Just keep planning. But you know what it's about is having fun. It's about traveling to a new place, seeing great people, enjoying wonderful weather, having a few laughs, and some work done. And that is what it's about.
I'm going to get to turn 50 when I see you.
Oh, no way. Big 50. That's fun.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
that
really
way
fun.
I can meet you and I can meet a certain blonde and I would get to meet your daughter. I'm looking forward to that. So, it's...
You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to do a bonfire because down here in Huntington Beach, they have that all set up. You just bring your firewood. You can do a big bonfire out there on the beach, and it's so nice. Everybody does that in the summer or when it gets nice, and then we can invite people. Does that sound fun?
That would be good. Do you think that that certain young lady in Germany, would she be there?
If she's available, I'm sure she would be.
Okay. All right, good.
Okay, awesome. Wow. Well, everybody, we hope that you had a wonderful Valentine's Day. And if it wasn't so good, we hope it's better next year. You know how holidays are. Sometimes they don't go that way for you. But know that all of our listeners, we love you. And thank you for listening. And if Johnny has anything else, please say it now. Because we're doing a shorter show today.
That's right. I can't think of anything else. You did wonderful.
Okay.
Right? Well, good night, Barbara.
Well, hold on, Johnny. I didn't really finish yet.
Okay.
I didn't finish. I just wanted everybody to make sure they're following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and go look at some of the fun videos I posted about the Super Bowl. I watched it with an alumni friend of mine I've known for 17 years, a defensive end, and that's always fun when you're with a Rams alumni, and the team wins. And it was really a fun night and a great game. It was a very good game. We didn't really touch upon that, but LA won the Super Bowl, the LA Rams, Johnny. How about that?
That was
They
great.
beat the Bengals.
I didn't watch it, but I mean, did you? Actually, I've heard a lot of people. They were talking about the halftime show being special. Why does everybody like the halftime show so much?
Well, because they have the biggest stars come and they do it up really big. It's always been great. Like one year, Michael Jackson.
This year. There was a lot of emphasis on this year.
Yeah, and everybody loved it. It was a great show. I love Snoop Dogg. I met him he's always involved with the Super Bowl because I met him at a Super Bowl I went to down in San Diego. And at the after party, he was there, and I met him, and he was talking to me. I go, this is amazing. Your voice, it really is the voice that it like sounds like when you talk that you're singing. It's such a unique voice, and he was so nice and warm. Although it did smell a lot like marijuana in his little circle, which probably made him happier. But he was cool.
I remember I saw, actually, it was this SNL skit that I saw where he was, I wish I could find, I always see the SNL skits, but I don't know where they were, where apparently Snoop Dogg was giving an interview, and he was telling people to beat up people or something. You know, I don't know, but he is funny. He's a very funny guy.
He is, and positive.
Very good family man. A very good family man.
Yeah.
So.
I was pleasantly surprised over the years to watch him and how kind he is, and he's always doing these events and helping charities and the less fortunate people out there. He's a very good guy. I loved seeing that. He's not like a person who has that reputation of being like the gang banger type, which some of them do, you know, those rapping types. And I really was glad to see that. And I'm glad to see that they chose him. And there were some other ones. Just go look it up on YouTube and get your recaps there, Johnny. You can go see the halftime show. It's not very long.
All right. Well,
all right, everybody. Okay, so
good night, everyone.
Hey, more continued
romance.
Hold on. More love and romance continued all year through for all of you. And with that, we wish you a very good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye, Johnny. Good night, everyone.